Well, it's October, and what else is there to do except play mini golf? Actually, it's not quite October yet, is it? This is the last day of September that I'm recording this, and it's probably also when I'm posting this. Because the month is September's ending and October's beginning. October, the greatest month of the year. Not just because of horror. It is the month of horror, but horror can be had any time. But also, October has really nice weather. I like the fall. It's my favorite season. And October is also the anniversary of starting the channel in 2008. I don't like to think about how long that is. There wasn't any particular reason why I started it in October, I don't think. I'm trying to think about that now, if there was. I don't think there was. Pretty sure there was not. I was just bored someday in October, I suppose. Well, we're going to be playing some games in October, and also playing some mini golf right now. This is the newest course for Walkabout Mini Golf, Mars. Let's play some mini golf on the Mars colony. Now, the gimmick of this course, you might think it might have something to do with low gravity or some such, because it's Mars, something to do with, other planets. Not really. The gimmick has mostly to do with these ramps. Basically, all of the walls and barriers are not 90 degrees, but rather they are slopes and ramps, which can make things a bit difficult. And also, the children are attending class here in the Dome. Yes, it's a garden. Growing plants on Mars, and the children gotta know, they gotta learn, about where does the wheat come from? Where does it come from when you're on Mars? They gotta know. And that scarecrow over there, guarding the corn? I mean, I don't think there are any crows in the Dome on Mars, but you never know. You never know. The children are sneaking into the Dome after... This is a place of science and engineering, not a playground. Ignore that we built a mini-golf course straight through it. That mini-golf course is for science. It's for knowledge and learning, not for fun. We hate fun around here. But speaking of fun... What do we do? Oh, that's not right at all. What are we doing for October? Well... Part of it, I'm sure you already know, because the thing that we've been doing for many Octobers now has been playing through the Silent Hill series, one game at a time. And currently, this year, we're on the 7th of the 8 mainline Silent Hill games, this one being Shattered Memories. Actually, it's funny to think, oh, things getting choppy. Why are things getting choppy all of a sudden? Oh no, my headset must be haunted from mentioning Silent Hill. Okay, yeah. Oh, I think I'm back. I thought everything was going to crash right there, because I was getting pulled into the nightmare where everything was going to get covered with ice, and then I was going to have to run away from enemies that were getting strangely busty for some reason. Look, I did not look at those calendars, despite what the monsters might indicate with their buxom figures. Anyway, Shattered Memories coming up this October. I was about to say, it's strange to say the 8 mainline Silent Hill games when, like, the series has come back. We got the short message, which... Yeah, that's a Silent Hill game, right? It's weird to think... yeah, there's a new mainline one, actually, after all this time. But I guess that does count as one. And speaking of which... That was too hard. That was too hard. And speaking of which... there is, of course, another Silent Hill release this month, this October, this year of 2024. And that is the Silent Hill 2 remake by the esteemed Bloober team. A lot of trepidation about the Silent Hill 2 remake. I mean, that was going to be the case no matter who made it. Never mind Bloober. A lot of questions about... Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there. A lot of questions about whether Bloober might be up to the task. Why plants love Mars? Why do plants love Mars? Help Dr. Flora bloom with her succulent experiments for extra stars. This is the classroom part of it, where the kids learn about the plants. They gotta learn. Right, so Shattered Memories is going to be the first thing in October. As, of course, the main version of Shattered Memories was on the Wii. We love motion controls. I mean, I'm using motion controls right now, but motion controls have come a long way since the Wii. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's like a direct 90-degree angle right there. I missaw that. Not quite hard enough, no. Not quite hard enough. So, did the motion controls in the Wii version of Shattered Memories, the main version of the game, did that make the game any better? Okay, that stayed in. Was worried for a second. We'll find out as we play in October. The reimagining of Silent Hill 1. Not a remake, mind you, not a remaster. A reimagining. Taking what you thought you knew, what you thought you remembered, your memories of Silent Hill 1, and shattering it is the idea. Silent Hill 2 remake, of course, a lot of unknowns. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen what it looks like. We've seen basically how it plays. But there are certainly questions about, well, one, length. It's apparently quite a bit longer than the original. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna happen. Just more to explore, I guess. More shops and rooms to go into. It's apparently considerably longer than the original game, so we'll see how exactly that works when we get there, as James Sunderland goes on his adventure to look for Mary once again. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. Of course, I have not been have not been enthusiastic due to Bloober Team's previous works. Yep. And it's just kind of funny that they just really wanted to do this game as opposed to anything else. We will see. We're soon going to find out if they were up to the task. So, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. We're on the 8th hole. Silent Hill Shattered Memories, followed by a Silent Hill 2 remake. So 2 Silent Hill games instead of just one, as has been the case usually with previous years, it's just been the one. Got an eagle. Now I'm 1 under par. And because I don't really know how long Silent Hill 2 Remake is going to be, hard to say how much time we're going to have for other games after that's over. Students carved out the rind of the giant squash. They call it the Butternut Hut. Gonna live in that hut. Live in that hut. Live in that squash. I think it's right over here. Yeah, the kids carved it out. Yeah, we can get in and seal ourselves away from the rest of the world. So, after Silent Hill, the 2 Silent Hill games we're playing. Not quite. No. Well, another tradition that's just sort of come about over the past few years is playing a horror game that takes place on the ocean, or under the ocean, or having something to do with the ocean. It's just something that just kind of happened in the past few years. Turns out the ocean is a pretty good setting for horror. There's a bunch of games that take advantage of that. So what game are we playing this year? Well, I had some thoughts about a few different things, but then we had a tryout of Resident Evil Dead Aim, and I guess I need to play that. It's the just incredible cutscenes and voice acting. The gameplay that really does not match up to the tone of the previous Resident Evil games up to that point. Why is that game even called Resident Evil? You know, hard to say. But I thought that what we played was pretty intriguing. Okay. Yep, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Went over. So, I do think we need to play that. And try to prevent the world from becoming beautiful was the idea, right? Villain wants to make the world beautiful. Can't let that happen. Not on my watch. Yeah, there we go. And of course, it wouldn't be October without some virtual reality horror. I mean, I'm wearing the VR headset right now, but this is not a horror game. But as with previous years, there will be VR horror to be had. That, of course, is not on the stream itself. Those will be pre-recorded, as I don't stream VR. So please look forward to that for some first-person head-bobbing around horror, which might involve some kissing, if you know, there's the opportunity. There isn't always the opportunity, but sometimes there is. Sometimes there is. The replacement crop of lettuce is growing in nicely. Miss M's students have apologized for their little prank. Oh, what did they do to the lettuce? Those students, they gotta learn. Can't mess with the food supply on Mars. Where else is the food gonna come from? If we run out of food here, is anyone gonna come help us? No. We're on Mars. Kids gotta learn. Also, something else that the kids gotta learn about are bad games. You know, games that maybe someone doesn't want to play, but feels like they have to. For the sake of giving their pound of video game flesh, so they can feel like they've, you know, like maybe they've deserved to feel good about something. That's how it works, right? I don't deserve to be happy, so I have to make myself miserable so I can feel like I can be happy then. But only for a temporary amount of time. Then it runs out, and then I have to hurt myself again. -6. So that being said, what is the tool, what is the weapon that I use to hurt myself this year? for the all-night stream. Well, this way, I can curve around. But there's clearly, like, a little path right there, if we can make that. No, not quite hard enough. Nope, still not. There we go. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Well, for this year, I was thinking about how the previous years, oh, those were bad games, but I also felt like they kind of became endurance tests. There's some ones that lasted a long time. Bubsy lasted pretty long. Superman 64 was the longest of anything. What was before Superman? Bug Island? Bug Island really was not very long. Before that, I think, was Blue Stinger. Blue Stinger was the second longest to Superman, I think. Ride to Hell was like medium length, and Tender Love and Care was around medium length, I think. So, I've been doing some real endurance tests, I think, with some of these. We have to get the ball on that middle one there. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, yeah. No. Did not roll in. So I figure... Well, I still gotta play something bad. Maybe it'd be fine to go with something that apparently is on the shorter side. I mean, I say that, but... who knows how long it'll actually take me. But apparently it is on the shorter side, though one that is fairly well known for being, not great. We could try to hit that up the ramp in the middle in the fountain. Let's see if we can do it. That's not hard enough. It was going up, but it wasn't hard enough. I mean, now I kind of have a path. Not quite a direct path to that hole. Maybe we should try to take the ramp again. Like that. There we go. -7. So, the all-night stream this year will be a game that I've heard about from time to time over the years, but never played it myself. Seen it a little bit. And that game is Drake of the 99 Dragons, which is known for probably being the worst game on the original Xbox. Though I don't have an original Xbox, and I doubt this thing is backwards compatible. I mean, I guess I shouldn't assume that, but I kind of would doubt they would have gone to the trouble. But fortunately, there was a PC release, which was re-released on Steam a few years back, to, I think, the bafflement of everyone, of, oh, why was this re-released? So, I think that is what we'll be doing for this year, the year 2024, for the All-Nighter. It'll be Drake of the 99 Dragons, and, we'll see why it has the reputation of being among the... Well, I say among the worst games of all time. I mean, when you say the worst games of all time, that includes a whole lot of stuff that we don't even think about. I should say among the lowest rated. It had a very low rating, so when you look at like the lowest rating games of all time, Drake is in there. It's in there. Does it deserve that? I guess we'll see. And we'll also see if I can make this loop-de-loop here. No, fell out. There's no barrier or like railing to this, so it can fall out pretty easily like that. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It went through. We're not making par on this one, but take a look at the control center here, where you control the whole garden. Don't slip. bogey. That's fine. Mars Gardens. My best so far is 7 under par. This time I got 6 under par. And we can look at the map. And all the machinery moving around. The Mars base. So, the all-night stream, as always, is the weekend of Columbus Day, which, I mean, I'm probably just gonna type. I should probably just put that on screen here because my mind is kind of blanking as to what that day is. But I'll have it here. You know, I always do it on that particular day. On that Saturday, just so it's consistent from year to year of, hey, when is that supposed to be? It's the Saturday before the Columbus, and then that's what it is every year, even though the date changes. But it's always going to be that. So I'll put that on screen. Of course, the Twitch channel, as you know, is twitch.tv/supergreatfriend. No D. Leave off the D. We don't want any of that D, except if the D stands for Drake and his 99 Dragons. Because that's going to be the game. And am I being naive when I say maybe this will be a bit of an easier one because apparently it's not a long game? Maybe. I might be very naive about that. After all, if someone wanted to do a speed run of like Superman 64, it probably only takes them like a half an hour, right? As opposed to that monstrous stream that I did. So it's not always an indication that it's going to be short. It's not always an indication of that. We'll see what it's like on that day. But that's what the lineup is for October. We got Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which I should also mention, I'm doing the first stream of that tonight. Even though it's not October yet. It'll be October when I post the video on YouTube, so I'm streaming it tonight. And also because I finished Hollow Body. So it's on to the next game, which is Shattered Memories. After Shattered Memories, which of course, as usual with the Silent Hill games, I've been doing 2 playthroughs of them, and that'll include Shattered Memories as well. After the 2 playthroughs of Shattered Memories, it'll be on to Silent Hill 2 Remake, assuming the game comes out fine and it's not like a catastrophic problem, like Frank Stone eating saves. Apparently, that Frank Stone bug, apparently that was fixed. We'll see. Probably I'll get back to Frank Stone in November. But supposedly that was fixed. We will see. And maybe Silent Hill 2 will come out and eat your save. Who can say? I can't say. Games are broken. They come out broken. It's always a risk playing a game when it first comes out. Will Silent Hill 2 Remake be broken? We will find out in October. And then after that will be Resident Evil Dead... I was about to say Dead Space. Resident Evil Dead Space. Isaac Clarke is on a boat, and he has to prevent the world from becoming pretty. On the PS2. I don't have a gun con. Maybe I'll try the mouse controls to see how that simulates. And then, of course, virtual reality. Please look forward to some VR horror. And that's what we're doing for the month of October. I mean, that's at least what's going to be in the videos. And the streams. It's not to say that's the only thing I'm doing with my life during October. I should hope not. I should hope not. I should hope that I'm doing other things aside from, wondering if Silent Hill 2 Remake is going to be bad. I would like it if it was good. That'd be fine. But I mean, as far as videos and streams, that's what this is. Also, this has been VR. This has been Mars Gardens and Walkabout Mini Golf. I think this is a really good course. I do like the gimmick it has with the slopes. I think that this was a really well-made course. I mean, they usually are. They usually do a really good job with these DLC courses, and I think that this is no exception. Well, I hope to see you at the stream for Silent Hills, for the Resident Evil on a boat, again, as we did Revelations last year. And, of course, Drake and the 99 Dragons, and what delights and joys that might bring to us in the month of October. I'll see you at the stream. I'll see you there. I won't see you because you would be texting the chat. Spiritually, I will see you there as we commune over the bonding experience of video games in October.